Hi there, and good morning. Welcome to Draw With Me. I'm Danny Gregory, and I'm joined as a special guest today, JJ.
Hi, everybody.
Nice to see you.
So great to be here.
So lots of nice birds, beautiful birds.
And they keep coming in, which is cool. I think people really responded to this prompt.
Yeah, I feel like people, do you feel like our stuff gets better and better every week?
It never gets worse.
Okay, then it must be getting better.
That's what same
Good. Well,
concept.
that means that also hopefully more and more people are having fun doing it. But yeah, so last week we drew the birds in our backyard, and I'm not sure what we're going to draw today. Actually, I am, but let's see what is going on with you all. Artsy Catsy is in the chilly Arizona mountains where it's 17 degrees.
Oof.
What is it here? It is 60.
For us, that's
Sweaters. In fact, I today put away all my shorts and my short sleeve shirts, and all the sweaters are out. It's official.
Yeah, we're cold.
We're cold. Our blood is thin. Let's see. Leslie is here from the Northwest Territories. She
Cool.
says, my Australian buddy and I both signed up for the mystery course. Everybody needs a bit of mystery in their lives. That's fantastic, Leslie.
you.
We're going to talk about the mystery course in a minute. It is a very exciting new thing. Kate is here from Seattle, and she says she lost her power for 10 hours.
Yeah, the
Got it back.
Pacific Northwest got it.
Terrible.
Did they consider it a cyclone? Is that really what happened there?
I don't know, but she says she got it back at 7:15 yesterday morning, unlike thousands of others around the region.
Scary.
Yikes, that sucks. Well, meanwhile, in Tasmania,
That's a first. We
it
see
is
so many wonderful places around the globe, but to stay up and be with us when it's
4
in the middle of the
morning.
night
Maybe she got up.
is impressive.
Maybe she's up. Maybe this is the beginning of her day rather than the end. And it is summer there, so maybe the sun rises earlier. I don't know. Tell us more.
I'm curious.
Swaggy Snow asks how the pugs are doing.
Oh, the pugs. We've
had quite a week with the pugs.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're fighting and biting, but they're okay. They're sunbathing right now, so hopefully there won't be a bunch of barking like last week.
Here's one came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are. They're still getting used.
They're jealous of each other.
Used to their lives, but it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. They're being animals. Mm-hmm. Ava says she's looking forward to my essay tomorrow.
Thank
yes,
you.
so am I.
Thank you.
I just have to write it. So yeah, what else do we have here? A lot of people talking about weather and rain and so forth.
Yeah, here in the U.S., we have Thanksgiving next week, and people will be traveling, and it's always dodgy weather. It's like it's probably bad strategy to put like a high travel holiday right at this time of year, but they've been
What were those pilgrims thinking?
been doing it since
Didn't those pilgrims realize that people were going to get
the
stuck in
beginning
airports?
of this country. But yeah, it's likely going to create some headaches and maybe some heartaches for friends on the road. So be safe. We will be on the road. We won't be here next week. Sorry.
Right.
But we're going to go see Jack T. Gregory for Thanksgiving.
We are. We're going to have a very nice time. Is the first official Thanksgiving with our soon-to-be conjoined in-law family. So we are, as you may or may not know, Jack got engaged to Amanda this summer, and we've met her family before, but this is the first time that we actually are getting to be.
You guys just
Thanksgiving.
Pray for us. Keep your fingers crossed that we don't embarrass ourselves. That's really like the only thought I have in my mind.
I'm assuming I'm going to embarrass myself and everybody else. I'm going to embarrass Jack. I know it always happens. So
we're going to try to be.
Anymore.
We're going to try to be proper, but it's challenging for us.
We're entering a new life stage.
Yeah.
We have new people to embarrass because now we'll be embarrassing Amanda as well. So there's all kinds of people. Okay, Annie says that she's done completing a month of daily sketches. That
Cool.
is fantastic.
That's very nice.
You're on your way. That's awesome. Relax Bass says that she's in Mallorca where the sun is already set.
Oh, Mallorca. That's a very nice place to be in.
Yeah, but it's probably cold there too. So yeah. Okay, so I wanted to speaking of mystery, I just wanted to quickly talk about this. So Black Friday is coming up, the most important holiday of the year.
If you're a retailer of any stripe.
And so we are having a sale, and we decided this year to do something different, which is not to just trot out old courses and slash the prices on them, but to make something brand new, never seen before, and to make it a Black Friday special. So we have one thing that we're offering, which is a course that is a mystery. So that's the one caveat about this course is it hinges on your trust of us. Do you trust that we're going to do something good? For those of you who've taken, I think this is like our 50th course or something like that, you know that we kind of know how to do it. But this is one that I'm making by myself, as I have the last couple, and it is going to be something I think really fun that is going to help you to expand your creativity, is going to help you to challenge your drawing, stretch. If you like Draw With Me, I know you're going to love this one. So, but we're offering for 50% off. Just this time.
It's a trust me situation.
Trust me. So we have 2 weeks in which we're going to be doing this, and then it's over. So,
can I just say?
Hold on a second. Let me just put you on camera. Go ahead.
There are a lot of cool things that we're going to do in this course that we're not advertising.
Yeah, that's
true. And I mean, like a lot of cool things. So I'm going to zip it. But
all right, so let's pretend that she just didn't say that. So yes, so they're going to be cool things.
There's delight and surprise.
There's going to be delight and surprise. It's going to be, we're making it for you. It's going to be fun. And
we really kind of thought here that we wanted January to be as joyful as possible. And we want to be in community with a lot of our friends. And we want to be making art every single day. And that is part of the strategy behind this as well. It's like, let's make January the best that it can be. And
so if you sign up for the course now, it doesn't actually start until January 1st,
1.
Just to be clear, it starts January 1st.
Pay now, and enjoy later.
Everybody will be doing it. A lot of people are signed up. Mary is, Heidi is, Rachel is. Jen wants to know if we'll be drawing with invisible ink.
Interesting.
That would be giving it away.
That's a challenge.
What else do we have? A couple of people are asking about Blue Sky. Are we on Blue Sky?
We're not.
Sketchbook Skool be joining Blue Sky?
We're not on that other thing either. So no.
I don't know.
We're YouTube people.
We're YouTube. YouTube. This is our home. So we'll be here for
Danny
now.
actually got a YouTube sweatshirt. The friends
baby.
of YouTube sent Danny a sweatshirt in the mail yesterday. We were like, well, that's kind of fun.
That's truth. The link didn't work.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Even the link. Look down below. You'll see the link there. I'm pretty sure it works.
Anyway, we'll talk about it again because this is going to go for 2 weeks, and we're going to sell it at the regular $99 price after that. So if you really must have more details, just wait and you can buy it later. But either way, we hope you come.
If you're a risk taker,
trust us. You know what? Have we treated you wrong? Ask yourself.
And
would we do you wrong?
And if we have treated you wrong,
would we come to your Thanksgiving table and pick our nose at the table? Would we do it? Maybe. But would you laugh? Would you perhaps have a memory to a lifelong,
All right.
Yes. All right.
I think we get it.
Okay.
So, because we are entranced by mystery, that's our theme for today.
That's the theme for today.
Today's theme is mystery.
Yes.
And we're going to be drawing stuff to do with mystery. So, we're going to be doing 10 drawings today.
Yeah, make a grid on your page, a mental grid.
Make sure you have room for 10 drawings, or draw them on separate pages, or draw the ones you like. If you don't like drawing all of them, don't. And you're going to need a pen. I think with 10 drawings, I'm probably not going to have time to do much more than that, but I might see if there's some time to add some color. And that is about it. That's all you need to know. Or shall we begin? We're going to begin. And when I say mystery, there's different definitions. So we're going to start with probably the person you think of when you think of mystery, namely Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Elementary. We're going to do an elementary drawing. So this is, of course, Basil Rathbone, who, to me, he's the Sherlock Holmes. I know there have been other people who pretended to the Sherlock Holmes.
Most recently, Robert Downey Jr., who I thought was excellent as Sherlock.
No, he's not the most recent.
He isn't?
Not at all. No. There's that...
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Who's also a tremendous actor. But yeah, I mean, this is the classic, with the whole look. Sherlock really had a look. And by that, I mean Lewk. Like, had really good styling.
Yeah, so he's got the meerschaum pipe,
The cap. What do you call this cap?
the deer stalker,
The deer stalker. I knew you would know the name.
of course. The deer stalker, and he has a cloak.
And he wears a cape.
It's a cloak more than a cape, isn't it? It's I remember a guy who I went to college with had one like this, and I borrowed it.
It's a bit
and
poncy.
I
I'm
kind of
sorry.
pretended that it was mine.
Oh, geez.
And then it was taken away from me. But yeah, it was actually a very kind
You
of
probably tried to
practical-
smoke a pipe in college. If I know you.
I did smoke a pipe in college. Those are the days when a man could smoke a pipe.
Well, yeah, when a 18-year-old wanted to be 81-year-old. That was sort of Danny's flavor profile.
All right, let's not turn this into a roast.
But it's on draw with me. Isn't that what we do here?
So
We
yeah,
haven't had too many people write and complain about me making fun of you lately. So I'm practicing my
it's time.
skills for
It's time.
Thanksgiving.
All those people have left.
It's true. They don't like that woman.
All right. So yeah, but as I said, that cloak was actually quite useful.
I really think it's a cape. Because it's short, right? Like it's not, a cloak is, I don't know. But he's also got, like
cape is like what Dracula has,
a cravat. Cape is what Dracula has. Oh,
right?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm willing to concede this point. But I would call this thing a cape as well.
All right. Well, whatever it was, I did wear one for a while, and it was pretty.
Did you pair it with your deer stalker cap?
No, I didn't have a deerstalker cap, but it was quite. It's a convenient thing because you can just kind of throw it over your shoulder, throw it back, and access your pockets.
All right, Kate, who's an expert in many things, has chimed in. She said it's neither. Cloaks and capes have no arms.
But this thing doesn't have arms. Oh, maybe his does.
I don't know.
The one I
see
had did not have arms. It just went over your shoulders.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Uh-oh.
we have savagery coming up. So
The leaf blower. It's... Oh, boy.
sorry, it's the hounds, the pugs of the Baskervilles.
Oh, boy. Yeah, and they created such a racket last week, and so many people wrote to say it made their dogs bark, so... Sorry, guys.
All right, so there he is. I gave him, what is this called? This kind of,
Plaid?
well, it's not quite plaid. It has a name for this. particular-
Houndstooth.
Houndstooth.
Hounds of the
it's not-
Baskerville
no, it's not
tooth.
houndstooth. That's
It
not what it
is.
is. It's not. Houndstooth is when it's like goes lines like this and then lines back and forth. Or is that herringbone?
I don't know. We shouldn't. There's
All right, so there's Sherlock Holmes.
there's a lot of. It's open to interpretation. Oh, is it an Ulster coat? What is an Ulster coat?
Well, that would be something you wore in Ireland. I'm sure there's a lot of experts. Have you ever been to Baker Street?
No, I don't think I have.
I've been there, actually.
Oh, I have a really itchy thing on my eye.
Fascinating. Okay,
Driving me
so
nuts.
there's Sherlock Holmes. I'm not sure. Why did I just draw that line and ruin the whole drawing? Anyway, there's Sherlock Holmes of a sort. I think he'd be recognized. Inverness. Yes, Inverness. An Inverness coat, says Janet McCarty. Correct.
Woo!
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, what's next?
So, this, can you tell what this is? JJ.
I have a delay on my computer, so no, I can't, unless I was psychic.
This is the Maltese Falcon. I'm going to make mine kind of small, sitting up here in the corner, I think. Because,
Hey, Aaron, says, I live close to Baker Street. I'm by Tower Bridge, UK.
Oh, there you go.
All
I think there's the actual address that he had, which was something or other B, Baker Street is not actually an actual address. It's like a place that doesn't really exist. So what movie is this from?
Isn't the movie called The Maltese Falcon?
Yes, it was a trick question.
Oh.
Just want to see if you're paying attention.
I was like,
Sounds like... Who's in it?
I mean, it's kind of we did Backyard Birds last week, and we talked about doing a falcon, and you just had to get it in there.
I did. So who's in this movie?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Humphrey Bogart?
Oh. Bogey.
Sidney Greenstreet? I was going to say Claude Rains, but it's not Claude Rains. He's in...
You got to give that falcon a little more beak.
You think?
Yeah.
I planned to make this guy small, but now he's turning out to be big.
That's what happens when you have
He's growing.
too much page.
He's growing on me. So I'm going to have to end up threading a bunch of these other drawings through this thing that I've created here.
Yeah, I mean, that thing looks bigger than the Empire State Building.
I knew somebody who had a replica of it. I don't know if it was one of the original props, but it was surprisingly heavy.
I mean, that looks solid.
Yeah, it's bronze, I think. I can't even remember what it was, what role it played in the movie.
I mean,
Was
I
it
don't,
a
I don't,
MacGuffin?
I don't remember this being on our list of mystery things, and if I had known, I might have Googled it, but clearly you didn't Google it.
No, I relied on you.
Well, you didn't tell me this was a thing.
I'm tired of quarreling with you. You're fired.
All right, I'm going to go have a glass of wine.
Bit early for that. Why don't you go and help the landscapers?
You know where I am going to go? Where I am going to go later today. I am going to go
To?
See's Candies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to See's
Tis
Candies.
the season.
I am. You know why? Because what should every dinner party guest bring?
See's candies.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. So I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to take the future in-laws a lovely box of C's, and I think anything I do after that...
It's going to be a test. If they don't like it...
It is a little bit. I mean, I don't really know if they're like super healthy, if they're, you know, their whole, we don't know. We don't know anything about the menu. We haven't asked. We just don't know. But they're slender, so I'm a little concerned that they're very into pickleball, which I will be honest, as a sort of obsessive tennis player, there's like a little divide between those who pickleball and those, and I know there are a lot of people that do both. It's a crossover, but I am not a skilled. My tennis game needs to be protected from like any bad technique. So I have a like
Do you mind if
firewall.
while you're going on about this, I change to the next drawing? You can carry on with about pickleball, but I'm trying to focus on the mystery theme. And here we have another mystery.
Oh my gosh.
So now we're switching versions of mystery.
Okay.
So this is a different, totally different kind of mystery.
Yeah.
Which is Easter Island. Right? So mystery, this is sort of like a unsolved mystery kind of mystery. Like, what is the deal with these things? And why are they really so much fun to draw? 'Cause they
So
are.
we have a weird recollection that we have drawn Easter Island, these statues on Draw With Me before, but we couldn't bring to mind why or when or how.
I think we did like a travel the world thing. Does anybody remember that? Having drawn that?
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been like, sometimes we do a thing like everything starts with an E, and it was like, well, maybe it was an E thing?
No, I'm pretty sure it was like a travel the world thing, but
It was a travel the world thing.
it was?
Yeah. No, I'm saying, I'm repeating what you just said. I don't have any, I just have a memory of drawing it, and I don't remember why. Lisa, who's a pretty good, loyal regular, doesn't remember it. It could be a figment of my imagination.
It could be a mystery. All right, so there it is. I'm quite pleased with that. I think this will be
You're only
good.
going to do the one?
No, yeah, I'm not going to draw all of them now.
Well, like, there's like, okay, anyway, it doesn't matter.
I suppose I could draw a little one in the background. I think they're super cool. They're like Henry Moore sculptures or something. You know?
Okay, somebody remembers. Libel Art said it was landmarks of the world.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Jace vaguely remembers Travel the World one. So I think, yeah, it's it all rings true.
Right, I don't know why I'm drawing these other ones. I really no need for them.
I egged you on. It's just like taking up space on your page.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll abandon it. Move on.
I mean, I've done that now. So. All right, I'm sorry about that. Don't feel like you have to do what I just did. That was probably a mistake.
Okay. Bad prompt. Bad prompt.
Here we go. All right, so this is a JJ request actually. Nancy Drew mystery. So this we're gonna draw a book here.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm thinking I'm gonna draw it down here.
I want to see a lot of love in the chat for Nancy Drew. I mean, that for me was.
How many of them did you read?
I mean, I had the whole set, and they were like, I had one of those, it was like a twin bed that had a headboard that was a bookcase, and all the Nancy Drews were like, they were right by my head as I slept.
I feel like that was like a legal requirement in the 70s that
They were so
everybody
good.
had to have those.
Well, yeah.
That or the Hardy Boys, but those ones with the yellow spines, I remember those really well.
Yeah. Okay, see, yeah, everybody is like,
Everybody's
these are my
recognized.
people. We know the things that are right. Yeah, I just read them over and over and over. Yeah, Deb is mentioning there's a clock one. Those were the two covers that we considered, actually.
Or was the clock one a Hardy Boys?
No, it was Nancy Drew.
What was her deal? Like, why was she a detective?
She was smart. And she...
I was smart. I was never a detective. I never came across crimes.
Well,
If I had, I don't think I would have been allowed to pursue them.
you were too busy stalking around in your pipe and cape.
Exactly. Well, that was part of my thing. I could have been a detective.
Yeah, they were pivotal.
When was the last time
They
you
were
read one?
essential in my childhood.
When was the last time you read one? Do you think they held up?
I don't want to date myself, but
I mean, how old were you?
I was, 10.
10, yeah. There's something about reading books at that age that you feel so cool when you can read a whole series, right? And it's also probably because you read one and you're like, that was so good. I wish I could start it again, right? And then there's a whole series of them. Yeah.
I mean, that's sort of like the age when you're really kind of figuring out what you like, right?
Gina says 3 years ago, Around the World in 80 Seconds.
Whoa, awesome, Gina. Hey, cuz.
All right. Susan said she was reading Grey's Anatomy.
Kate also mentioned the Black Stallion books. They were side by side. And to be honest, my bunk beds, they had like a wagon wheel on the baseboard and then the little bookshelf on the headboard. But I had, like the horse curtains and the horse bedspread and the little plastic horses.
Horse much? Yeah.
That was a very horsey youth.
All right, so here's the next one. Linda says so many books from childhood are not appropriate anymore because of gender stereotypes. Yeah, like that stereotype of girls being detectives.
Danny.
No, I'm sorry, you're right. No, of course that is true. Times have changed and things have changed and grown too. So, speaking of gender stereotypes, here is The Abominable Snowman, another mystery. I think I'm just going to have...
That's not the Abominable Snowman.
I'm sorry, it's his cousin, the Yeti.
The Yeti. Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Otherwise known as clearly a man in a very inexpensive monkey costume.
But how do they create such big footprints everywhere?
Big shoes. I mean, really, like, why was this...
Sasquatch. That's it. Yes. I was having a hard time remembering.
Sasquatch. Is that his Native American name?
No.
Yeah, I think it is.
I guess. Yeah. I actually never thought about it before, but it is possible.
Yeah, there's something about that stride, that particular... So we want to recommend one of our favorite movies this year.
No.
Not recommending it?
No. We are not recommending this movie.
Why?
I mean, I think we talked about it on A Draw With Me. Honestly, I don't want to be responsible for people watching this film.
All right,
We loved it.
We're not recommending it.
Look, if you're really fearless,
We liked
it's
it.
called Sasquatch Sunset. It's a very strange film. We thought it was absolutely brilliant. It is certainly not for everyone, and it's primal. That's the nicest word I can use. It's very primal.
Yeah, it's for adults,
It's for adults. It's not for children.
but it's very moving.
What else did we do this week? We saw Amy Mann in concert. That was quite brilliant. She's one of our all-time favorites.
Yeah, that was really fun with Jonathan Colton, who you were not such a fan of.
It's not
But I
that
really like him.
I honestly felt like it was as an opening act.
You had no patience.
No, I thought it was. I just needed a touch less. Like, he could have done maybe 2 fewer songs, and I would have been good with that.
So
not that
good,
I-
you wished it would end sooner.
No, I just wanted more Amy. That's really the crux of the issue.
Okay, we're moving on.
All right.
Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah, that was close. But that's not the movie we were talking about for sure. All right, so here we have another man with a mustache this time.
Oh, boy.
We spent most of yesterday discussing this, so, but we're doing it. We're drawing a man with a mustache. Now, this is, of course, Hercule Poirot. Hercule Poirot. The Belgian sleuth.
Is he? I thought he was French.
I believe he's Belgian. Might be some experts out there who can correct me, but numerous people have played him. I happen to think that this version of it was the way I saw it, the way I saw him.
Not Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh doesn't look like anything to me. Not a fan of Kenneth Branagh. Although it doesn't really matter because he's such a fan of Kenneth Branagh himself that there's really no room for even more fans. That's just my feeling about him.
Yeah, Alex is pointing out that it is Movember. So
Yeah, so I can draw one mustache. Could be worse. I could have grown one.
Oh, wow. How cool. We have somebody from Ghana here.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a first. That's a country I haven't seen. Welcome, Dennis. That's very cool. Awesome.
Ghana.
David Suchet.
Yes. Although I'm not sure that I'm doing him justice with this drawing, but I'm actually drawing.
Oh my gosh! So Lizbeth Davies has a very awesome trivia bit. David Suchet, who visited her house 20 plus years ago to buy her boat. It must be in a nice boat.
How mysterious.
That's very cool. I was rooting for drawing the train from the Orient Express.
But we drew a train not long ago.
And Danny pointed out we drew a train not long ago, but was it very long ago that we drew a man with a mustache?
He's not a man with a mustache. He's Hercule Poirot. We're allowed to. I'm tired of discussing it because I just finished doing it. He's now drawn, and I have to say his mustache is magnificent. Although I'm not sure about his bowler hat. I kind of cocked that one up a bit. It's not even a bowler. I think it might be a Hamburg. I don't know. But he is.
You made him a bit more slender. You slenderized him.
No, I'm drawing him the way he is depicted in the book.
I see.
The books. They were never able to find the perfect person because nobody looked quite like my drawing of him. Mine looks a bit more like a Tintin character. Okay. Yes.
Oh gosh, the leaf blowers are in full effect. Sorry, everyone.
All right, here we go. We're moving on to the next mystery character. All right, this is a strange one also, but I think I'm going to put him up here in the corner next to Sherlock. And this is, of course, the very mysterious Loch Ness Monster.
Nessie!
Known as Nessie, yes. And this is the only supposed image of Nessie, right? Verified. It's verified that it is an image. I'm not sure that it's... But I'm just gonna color Nessie in. Because the question has been, why does a lake in Scotland have a prehistoric animal living in it? Right? That's the mystery. Why did people ever think that that was the case? Why did I make her neck so short? Right, so there we go. Maybe if I spent more than 30 seconds doing it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, babes.
I like it up in the corner, though. This page is going to be very nice when it's done. All right. Now we have another... This is the next mystery person is Amelia Earhart.
Be still my heart, Amelia.
What is your thing about Amelia Earhart?
I mean, she's like the original badass.
That's true. She is.
Email pilot.
She is.
Just so super cool.
But I prefer pilots who don't get lost.
Oh my God, Danny. I think I read something that recently they believe they found her plane. Did I imagine that?
Here's the thing I couldn't understand is why did they have there was a brand of luggage called Amelia Earhart?
Ooh, well, geez.
Wouldn't you think that would be a mistake to buy luggage that is to do with getting lost? Not what you want, right?
All right, so Surreal Kit is asking what pen you're using.
I am using a Tombow. It's essentially a calligraphy pen. It's called the Fudenosuke, and it is WSBH. It's called a calligraphy pen. I don't know if it. Yeah, I guess it is a calligraphy pen. You can find it on Amazon in many reputable art supply stores. Do you know much about Amelia Earhart? Did you ever read anything?
I can't
any
say as
books
I
about her or
do,
anything?
other than just like the general like myth making. Yeah, I can't say I do. I mean, would you like me to apply the Google to this?
Not at all. No, I just wondered how familiar you were.
No, I mean, other than, the first female pilot to do a lot of things that she did. She was qualified.
There's never been a movie about her, has there?
Yeah, I mean, she's been a character in some movies.
But there was never like a biopic about her.
I'm sure there has been. I mean, not
Lost in translation?
not that
Lost, perhaps.
not that I've can specifically point to.
I'm sort of drawing like a manga version of her somehow, for some reason.
All right, I'm going to apply the Google. So Amelia, she was born July 24th, 1897, declared dead January 5th, 1939, was an American aviation
So she was
pioneer.
40 years old. I always think of her as younger.
On July 2nd, 1937, Earhart disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to become the first female pilot to circumnavigate the world. During her life, Earhart embraced celebrity culture and women's rights. Since her disappearance, she's become a cultural icon. She was the first female aviator to fly solo nonstop across the Atlantic. She set many other records. She was one of the first aviators to promote commercial air travel, wrote best-selling books about her flying experiences, and was instrumental in the formation of the 99s, an organization for female pilots. I mean,
That's quite a lot of accomplishments.
And
yet she's known for being lost.
well, I mean,
It's ultimately her legacy.
she was an adventurer.
Let's move on. Let's get lost. Here we go. Okay, so now this is something that we discussed at quite some length yesterday. This is a candlestick. And it is...
Well, because we were talking about Clue, right? We were
so
talking
talked
about
like, should we do Colonel Mustard and...
I mean,
and
at one point we
Scarlet?
considered like just doing the cast of Clue, which
But then we sort of...
too many beards and mustaches involved in that.
Yeah. Heaven forbid.
But then I had it in my head really that the thing in Clue was a candelabra. So then we had a whole debate about that.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
mean,
was
you
just-
clearly couldn't kill somebody with a candelabra.
You couldn't brain somebody the way you can with a brass candlestick.
Yeah, I mean,
although, honestly, I think you could kill somebody easier with the Maltese Falcon.
Well, maybe the Maltese Falcon was
A weapon of death?
A murder weapon, it might have been. I mean, it had to have some significance. Or was it just like a thing that they were chasing? I think it's like it was a MacGuffin. Although that was not a Hitchcock movie.
All right, here we go. The Maltese Falcon itself was based on the Kniphausen Hawk, a ceremonial pouring vessel made in 1697 for Georg Wilhelm von Kniphausen, Count of the
everybody knows
Holy
that.
Roman Empire.
Everybody knows that. About the Kniphausen, Neinhausen, but what was
The
his
heavy
function?
statue is the object of desire in the 1941 movie named after it. Humphrey Bogart's Sam Spade is a classic private investigator, and the movie is quintessential film noir. The statue, a complete fake.
So they were trying to collect it.
I think it had, like, it was bejeweled.
No.
No?
No. It's just a historical artifact.
Yeah, I don't think it was a murder
From the
weapon.
Crusades. Something to do with the Crusades.
I think it was maybe Knights Templar.
Angela says we can do all the people in Clue.
Oh boy.
Si se pueda. Yeah. Let's move on.
There's some pug gulping in the background.
All right. This is just odd. I think this should be open to interpretation. I think you can feel free to do whatever you want with this one, because this is actually a poster from I think the Basil Rathbone thing, although that's not Basil Rathbone in the corner. But yeah, so let's just draw a vicious dog. I might draw a vicious pug. The pug of the Baskerville.
Hound of the Baskervilles. We talked about, because there was a show once, maybe a year or so ago. Oh my gosh, she just drooled all over my computer. That we did album covers, and I was like, well, it'd be fun to do book covers. But then we realized, like, book covers, like if you look at the Nancy Drew books or the Hound of the Baskerville book, there are 100 different versions of the cover. So it's not really like everyone would have an emotional response to the same thing, because, you know, they've just been re-released again and again over time.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Catcher in the Rye. But although I think Catcher in the Rye doesn't have that cover anymore.
I certainly don't know. Oh, Ruby is reminding me there was a movie about Amelia with Hilary Swank. Yeah, and she's a great actress, but I thought she played it well. Okay.
Nicely played.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I put him as if he's biting the Yeti's hand. Sorry, not the Yeti, the Sasquatch's hand. But maybe he's just holding hands with it. I don't know. What are you chuckling about?
So I don't think this depiction is a hound. It looks like a shepherd. I always imagine the hound.
I don't think it's a hound as in, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, basset hound. It's not that. You never actually see them.
I know, but I just always imagined they were.
No, they're just roaming around, eating people, biting people.
But I always imagined they were like escaped, like hunting dogs. You know, like the kind of.
It's not a very good story.
Like a bloodhound.
I haven't read it in a long time, but I don't remember thinking it was a particularly satisfying story.
I enjoyed it.
What was it about?
Oh! She was alarmed by a loud noise from the outside. I'm keeping her from barking.
There's my hound. He looks fairly vicious. Yeah, I think the Yeti is sort of, not the Yeti, Sasquatch is running away from the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Well, that makes it more likely to be a wolf, right?
Possibly.
I don't know.
In my case, it's a hound. All right. How are we doing now? We are, that was the end.
What?
I know.
No.
Yes.
Guess you're going to do some lettering and some coloring.
Whoa, that was the end.
Wow, there were so many things that we talked about putting in that are not in there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like what?
I guess the train.
Yeah, you talked about the train.
I know, I was obsessed with the train. The pyramids. We had the pyramids in there.
I don't think the pyramids are really a mystery.
I think they are absolutely.
They know a lot about the pyramids.
They're indisputably a mystery.
All right, here, watch this. If you need reference, feel free to get some, but there it is. I think I'm going to draw a little moon there, although I just threw a shadow, so it's probably not a moon. There it is. Pyramid.
Wow.
Hey, like that. So let's add some color to it.
Why not? All right, so we'll remind folks the reason our topic today is a mystery is because we are promoting and selling a mystery. And someone in the chat, and I apologize because there was a lot going on at that moment, was asking like more specifics about this course. If you want to sign up later at full price, we'll tell you everything. But if you want to just trust us,
that it'll be cool,
that we've only given you things that you know you love, then you can buy it for half price for the next 2 weeks, $49.
Yeah, if you want to wait and see.
But if you buy it now, it won't be available until January the 1st. That much we can tell you. Yeah. But no other details. But, if you want to wait, we'll tell you more. And then you can pay $99.
Yeah, the details will cost you $50.
Look, I understand. It's.
I mean, I wouldn't sign up for it. Are you kidding?
Danny.
Who are these crazy people who are signing up for it? What are they thinking? They are crazy.
There are going to be a lot of surprise and delight things in this course that we're not advertising.
That's true.
Trust me, you're going to like it.
I have to say, I'm really enjoying working on it.
Yeah.
It is. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of interesting discoveries in working on it.
Lisa's asking, do we meet online every day with the new class? No.
No, it's not.
Our courses typically is not, you have an in-person every single day thing. I know Danny did that, I think in September on the YouTube membership, and we sometimes do things where you meet in person, and this class may have opportunities for meeting in person, not every day.
When we say it's going to be available on January 1st, what we mean is you're going to start getting the lessons on January 1st. They're going to appear, but we're not. See, this is now people are trying to get us to reveal more.
Yeah, I'm not. My lips are sealed.
We might lie.
Can you hear them? They talk about us, telling lies. Well, that's a surprise.
You have a lovely singing voice.
I love the Go-Go's.
So the Hannah the Basket Girl probably has yellow eyes, I would think. Well, I think in that poster he had red eyes. No, I'm wrong. I wasn't even looking at the poster. I was just making it up. He does have yellow eyes.
I was like, well,
I know.
the yellow.
I'm sorry. I was not looking at the.
Okay.
I was just looking at my drawing. I was not looking at the reference anymore. All right. So Sasquatch is probably brownish black, I would think. A lot of these. I'm trying to do something in color, but yet I'm finding that a lot of the subject is not colorful. I suppose I didn't have to paint Amelia Earhart as if she was in a black and white photo.
But you made her very glamorous.
Yeah, she's cute.
Well, and it's interesting because when we were looking for reference of Amelia, I was falling on my sword about I really want to have the plane in there. And Danny was like, I looked and there, like the pictures with the plane, her figure is really small. And he wanted to be able to draw like a nice portrait of her. And anyway, long story short, we're sort of looking through Google and I found a picture and I pointed and I was like, that picture, that's the composition. And he was like, that's not a real picture of her. And how did we know? Because it was a color. So it was probably
there was actually one color photo of her. I'm not sure. Oh no, it was colorized.
It was yeah. So
she died when she died in the 30s?
She died in the 30s.
I mean, there were pictures back then, but
well, anyway, the point is, she's black and white because in her lifetime, the media was black and white.
was I off camera when I was doing the Easter Island one? I apologize. I don't know why, but I imagine the Maltese Falcon as being kind of reddish brown.
Because
black.
Well, if it's brass.
It's not brass, though. The candlestick.
They thought it was gold.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it covered with black paint? I think it is. I think it's covered with black paint, and they think that it's gold underneath it, and that it was covered with black paint to disguise it. I don't know.
Yeah, we're clearly...
I'm making up a lot of stuff.
Your Hound of the Baskervilles is over... Your reference is over where you're painting.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Alex mentioned a crystal ball. That is one we never even considered. That didn't even pop up in our brainstorm.
Is that a mystery? Why is a crystal ball a mystery?
Well, because you're trying to see into the future. Look into the crystal ball. I don't know. I buy it. I'm buying what you're selling.
Well, would you like me to draw a crystal ball? Because they're really interesting to draw. Here. There it is. I'm quite proud. I think that's the best drawing I've done today.
Better than the pyramids?
No, the pyramids are
iconic.
Top notch.
Iconic.
And that's a classic drawing that I did there. That's going to be the one that they put in my New York Times obituary. They're going to say, best known for his drawing of the pyramid from November of 2024. Yeah, this Maltese Falcon is taking over a lot of time of real estate.
It's disproportionate on every level.
Yeah. All right, so now let's deal with this deer stalker business.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
I mean, I feel like Nancy Drew got short shrift here today, but I don't know if I wasn't going to say this, but since you prompted me.
She's a girl.
I'm not sure you can fix it because you kind of like kneecapped her.
She's a girl.
And you made it so small. Like you can't even, anyway. Doesn't matter.
Feel free to do your own drawing.
I will later. Uh-oh. Pug on the run.
Pug on the loose.
Pug on the run.
Again, although my drawing doesn't really look like Basil Rathbone, it looks like a portly Basil Rathbone. He was, of course, in black and white, so try and give him some cheekbones, see if that helps. No, I just look like a portly man with cheekbones, implants.
Implants.
People do get cheekbone implants.
I think they get chin implants.
Cheekbone implants too.
I don't think so. I think
they
inject fillers. They inject fillers. That's the new way.
That's different than an implant?
Yeah, an implant is actually like a physical object. Filler is like a viscous substance that puffs you up.
If anybody out there has cheekbone implants they'd like to tell us about, don't. I don't want to think less of you.
Look, I don't have any issue with it. I think people should do what makes them happy. If it doesn't hurt anyone else and it makes you happy.
I don't know. I disagree with that. If it offends me, don't do it.
Oh, Lordy. That's sarcasm in case it's not reading.
I'm gonna make you fall in love with this Nancy Drew paint drawing that I did. Maybe not.
Yeah. It's a little problematic.
I'm I'm sorry. I like to think that I've offended everybody equally. So if you are, for instance, an Hercule Poirot fan, you're probably deeply disappointed by this drawing. But that's okay.
Because you know what? Make your own. Make your own.
Exactly. Because what if mine was the best? Then that would just suck the enthusiasm. Everybody say, well, I could never do it as good as Danny. But you don't have that problem because, of course, you could. In fact, you will. In fact, you have. Yeah, this is looking more and more Tintin-like, which I'm not unhappy about.
It's the eyebrows.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's
and the like small round eyes.
Yeah, exactly. It's the eyes. Okay, you know what will help this enormously? Labeling.
I was going to say, wrapping it up.
It's time to wrap it up?
Well,
oh gosh, it is. All right. Well, if you want to hang around, I'm going to quickly label these things so that I can redeem myself. Because the one thing I can do is I know all my letters.
Oh man, you just jinxed yourself. Are you going to knock that ink bottle over today?
Well, I didn't say that I may not. I may well do, but I do know how to write in English. So.
Anne in the Cult of Craft, that's quite a name, said, I ruined it with the colors. Do you have any advice?
Don't ruin it.
Well, it seems that the ruination has occurred, so what should Anne do?
Get out some colored pencils. It depends what medium you used.
Good point. I would say we often try to reiterate there are no mistakes in art. There's no bad art. And sometimes the ruination or the mistake is just a conduit to something interesting. Lisa says, do it again. There's that too, Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, if you don't like your colors. I would say limit your colors.
Well, I think Anne is specifically saying it's occurred, right? So what are something you could do if you feel like you created a piece and quote unquote ruined it? Do it again?
I would say I really would need to know what she did in more detail in order to help her figure out how to fix it. I apologize, but that's my professional diagnosis.
Could you not use your crystal ball?
I could if I had drawn it better.
And Hala says the chocolate chip cookie was a mistake. It's never a mistake.
What is going on with this nib? Not long ago, I stabbed myself with a nib like this.
Did you get a little tattoo?
I thought I did. I had it for a while, but then it went away. I was kind of disappointed.
It must not have gone in very deeply. Stonehenge, that was another thing we talked about.
True.
I feel like we had a list. There were like 20 things on it. We were like, that's too many.
And you said, that's too many. So I stopped.
See the debates we have? Lively debates over here. Lively debates.
They sometimes come to blows.
I feel like pyramid, that would have, like if I was trying to do that live on camera, I would have misspelled it. It's like rhythm.
True. RHYTHM. That is how you spell it, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Everyone is writing about cookies and ice cream. And all I can think about are my C's candy.
Is it hound or the Baskerville Hound?
Yeah, it's a Baskerville Hound. Oh, that's a long thing to label.
Well, I started, as you can see by this weirdly screwed up H, I started writing
Hound?
werewolf.
Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a wolf.
I just drew it exactly the way that Arthur Conan Doyle wrote it. So talk to him.
People have commented it's not his best.
Hound of the Baskervilles?
Yeah. We also talked about Philip Marlowe.
Is Amelia Earhart with an E? E-A, right?
Yeah, but it's Amelia with an A.
Well, I know that.
Well, there can also be Emilia.
I've already written email you. Hey, I'll email you. She should have changed her name to Airmail.
Whoa, did that just break?
No, it's getting close to it now.
Oh.
What's going on with this? I'll attend to you after the program.
Program which is running long.
Well, feel free.
You know, again, apologies, but we will not be here next week. We are driving to California, and we are going to be having a lovely, hopefully a lovely Thanksgiving dinner with our
we already talked about
future
this.
in-laws. I know, but not everybody comes right at the beginning. And you know, we usually try to make a point of doing Draw With Me on American Thanksgiving, because we know that's a day that it's nice sometimes to be with your chosen family.
Right.
And I regret that we will not be able to accommodate.
How do I label the candlestick? I can't just write candlestick because that
Clue?
clue. How about if I write in the library? Colonel Mustard. I'm going to write Colonel Mustard.
Oh, Colonel's another opportunity to misspell a word.
Colonel Mustard in the observatory. And then here I'm going to write.
Yeah, someone mentioned in the chat there are a lot of Draw With Me recordings. So yeah, find one that you skipped over the year.
Or watch one of the Thanksgiving ones. We've done many Thanksgiving.
That's true. Often a kind of gratitude journal.
But now that I'm becoming a father-in-law, those days are over.
We'll see. We'll see if we get invited back next year.
See if the wedding actually happens.
Oh, don't say that. I think the wedding is going to happen, but I think they're not in a hurry.
We might not get invited.
And we'll pay for it. However, comma, we will be asked to stay home. That'll be our gift. Our gift will be just not attending.
All right, so I think I redeemed this a little bit with the lettering, as often is the case. So I'm going to hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, you were sort of, your hand was over part. I don't think I could really see your full page at any point. It's almost 10 past the hour, though.
Well, I'm holding up now, and then I'm done. There it is, mysteries. Thank you. Well, guys.
It was fun.
Thank you again for joining us.
We'll see you in December.
We will see you in December. But what I would like to do is to see your mysteries. So please share them on social media. You can put them on, where can you put them? You can put them on
The Schoolyard, Facebook, Instagram.
Schoolyard, Facebook, Instagram. Make
Tag
sure you
us.
tag them. Hashtag SBS Draw With Me. And yeah, we will share them when we get back, and we'll share your mysteries in our next program.
And why are we talking about mysteries today?
We're talking about mysteries because
We're selling a mystery.
selling a mystery, exactly. So if you
Trust
like,
us, sign up, $49, 2 weeks only.
right?
That's it.
So yes,
all we're giving
you can sign up. The information is in the description below. I hope that you do, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of people in this chat already signed up, and for that,
We
I
thank
thank you.
Very good.
All right, we
And
better sign.
Danny's essays. I write an essay every week. You can read it next week. You can read it tomorrow if you sign up today. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, somebody was asking why do some people have green things? Why do some people have green names? And why do some people have special emojis? That's because they're members. So if you'd like to become a member, I'm making a lot of interesting stuff. I just put out a video, was it yesterday, showing how I use my new yellow sketchbook that I think was pretty fun. So I hope that you will join us there, and I hope that you'll subscribe to this channel, of course. And here comes a helicopter.
All right.
See you next week.
Time to go.
Bye.